Hey guys, welcome to our channel. This is Mochi and Manda. We're traveling from the US to Niagara Falls, Canada. In this video, I will show you everything from renting a car at the airport and to staying at Niagara Falls Marriott on the falls and exploring the area. And honestly, editing travel clips is probably my favorite kind of therapy. I love reviewing those memories and sharing them with others who are excited for the same destination. So let's get into it. We flew with United Airlines. If you are traveling with service animal, you will need a DOT form, rabies vaccination proof, and a health certificate, and the CDC import form for enter the United States. By the way, I would highly recommend you flying with Air Canada. I have regrets, and I'll tell you the reason later on. Once we landed, we went through customs because we're traveling with service animals, so I had to declare food in my checked bag, and we used the self-service machine. It was pretty cool and very efficient. Following the sign, we're now heading to pick up our car, and let me be honest with you, it took us about 40-50 minutes to just pick up our car because I didn't do a pickup and go services because it was a little bit more expensive than paying at the airport. So definitely lessons learned. And honestly, I don't know why. There was only probably 2 people in front of me, but it was just taking forever. But this is my first time renting a car because I just turned to 25, which is such an exciting trip. It's just me and my dog, and we're just vibing. So let's get going. We rented a BMW X2 and it was about $160 for 24 hours plus 5 hours, which is kind of a good deal. We get into our car and trying to connect it to CarPlay. At this point, I'm low-key proud of myself. I'm figuring out everything for the first time. So yeah, I'm proud. Let's get going. This is our corner suite. We have 1 king bed and a little cute table on the side with a gorgeous view. So after I unpacked everything, I realized the room was not cleaned. That there was other guest hair in my toilet and on the towel, on the bed. The sheet was extremely dirty, so I had to call the manager to came up, redo the room. But they had a really good attitude about it, so I'm not gonna hold it against them. It's just this is kind of unacceptable, but since they're having such a good attitude and it really didn't interrupt our trip, so it's fine, right? And the next morning they actually give us, because we only stayed for 1 night, so the next morning they give us free parking, and apologize for the room situation. So I'm pretty happy about it. So there's a Starbucks inside the hotel lobby, which is kind of convenient, and I'm able to get Mochi a pop cup and begin our journey. We did journey behind the falls. We drove there, parked our car, ready for this gorgeous view. I've never seen Niagara Falls before, and this is my first time, so we are very excited.
On my count, 3, 2, 1, smile.
Okay.
That's where you get a close-up side view of the falls. And you walk down the tunnel, you'll see 2 portals. That's where you go behind the waterfall. Okay, so behind the fall is going to be frozen right now. You can still go right up to it though. Self-guided tour you can take as long as you want.
We came back to our car. I'm so glad that I have prepared her a raincoat because both of us was drenched. Next morning, we had little Starbucks in the room for breakfast. This is probably the best view I've ever had for breakfast. We did the checkout, and after I load everything to the car, at this point I'm pretty exhausted. I think Mochi is also exhausted, and I always had knee pain, and this is really just not helping, but we're enjoying our time. And now we're heading to a maple syrup farm, which is about 25 minutes away from the hotel. Honestly, I really learned so much about maple syrup. I really appreciate the farm showing me the process. It's just so much work, so much time, and takes years of experience. I used to think that you just drove a hoe and call it a day, right? I bought some maple syrup, and we're heading back to the airport, returning our car. And that's like our part 1 trip. I almost forgot to mention the airline. So at the YYZ airport, it's mostly Air Canada, and there were only 2 counters for United. So I waited about 40 minutes to check in my bag, and by the time I finished, I had only 15 minutes before boarding with the service animal. So I almost didn't make it. That's just my quick tip. That's it. If you find our video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe our channel. Okay, bye. See you next time.